Welcome to all the listeners. This podcast is presented by Team 5 from International Development Management Study Program. I am Lorenzo Pierazzi, the host of today's podcast.
And I'm Zoe Barth, and I will represent the team.
Today we are going to answer to some questions on our innovation idea Discopera Moinesti, translated Discover Moinesti, and understand its design and purpose and present our final product. I also would like to mention our commissioner, the Municipality of Moinesti, and our colleagues from the Bacău University that supported us to interview and gather important information. Thereby, I would like to start by asking, what information did you gather through desk study?
In our desk study, we used the PASTEC to analyze the external elements of the region, as well as the country. We focus on the city Moinesti and Bacău County in the northeast of the country. It has around 25,000 inhabitants and is located at the feet of the Carpathian Mountains, with a lot of nature around. The city used to have some industry, but have since moved on. This has led to limited job opportunities in the city, causing a lower population growth and lower financial inflows.
What is one of the main findings?
An important aspect for the Romanian people is their culture. Also, religion and traditions are significantly influencing the behavior, choices, and language of Romania. In the past years, the country received EU funds to improve the infrastructure all over the country and more.
So, when looking at Moinesti, what are the findings in the neighborhood you focused on?
Yes, so by using the SOF framework, one of our main findings in Vasile neighborhood has been the immigration of youth, mainly due to the lack of both educational and working opportunities, increasing the vulnerability of the locals.
Can you tell us something more about the assets?
Well, when looking at the assets, the natural capital is very rich, which represents a potential for attracting and developing the already present but underdeveloped tourism sector. Furthermore, another main finding in Vasile regards to social capital that is very rich due to an old cultural background, which includes strong family connections, focus on tradition, much more importance to religion and events, as well as many social activities which increase the social cohesion. For the physical capital, Moinesti and Vasile have no highly developed infrastructures yet. But as already said, recent efforts have been made. But on the other hand, the local hospital is highly efficient and renowned.
What about the livelihoods and the structures in the area?
Yes, so overall the livelihoods of the locals are mainly rural than urban, meaning a strong focus on sustainable exploiting the local natural resources, and a closely connected community, which makes it more resilient. Structures such as the church or the municipality are willing to work for more social cohesion and a more vibrant city, meaning processes towards this goal are handy.
So can you tell us which are the main elements that came from the SWOT analysis of the region?
Yes, so through the SWOT analysis of the region, we found out that the internal strengths are, for example, that Moinesti has many forests, natural parks, water, and mineral sources. We also noticed that the church does a lot of charity work, which can be linked with the Aguer. A weakness of the region of Vasile is that many youngsters leave the town because of the lack of employment offers. Another weakness is in fact that Moinesti is not very well known yet abroad.
So now you mentioned the internal factors, but what about the external factors?
Externally, an opportunity is, for example, that Moinesti has a very rich event calendar. Activities such as mountain bike competitions or doing groceries on traditional markets are already available in the region. A threat, on the other hand, is COVID-19, so it has an impact on the tourism in Romania.
Then, based on the information we gathered and presented here, what is the innovation idea we developed in the end?
Well, with our innovation idea, we want to bring the community of Vasile and the stakeholders together to plan touristic experiences. For this, it is necessary to have premises or the needed capacity for the individual tradition activities, the hardware of the innovation. The community of Vasile and their knowledge of the area and nature are the software and the foundation for this innovation. For the tourists to experience, enjoy, and fall in love with the area and the people. The aim of our innovation idea is to create more employment, connect the youth and elderly, and increase social cohesion.
Now, to what extent is Discopera Moinesti realistic and feasible?
Yes, so through the T-test tool, we assess the feasibility of our innovation idea. The innovation will be organized by an association or both by a private or public organization that will promote and encourage families or individuals to propose something traditional to the organizer and thereby to create an experience offer for the tourists. In order to inspire more tourists to come to Moinesti and the neighboring areas, it will be significant to increase the local economy and livelihoods. Also to contribute to the goal of municipality, which is to get known in Romania and abroad. It will also be crucial to attract more tourists as well as to make Moinesti more vibrant. There are hiking and mountain bike trails around the area and natural springs. The only pollution would be caused by the tourists traveling to and through Romania. And lastly, the innovation idea would provide job opportunities for the youth and elderly by sharing the Romanian knowledge, culture, and traditions. Accordingly, they will be organized and conduct activities such as cooking classes, walking tours, museum tours. Thereby, working together will bring more social cohesion between the youth and elderly.
Thank you, Zoe. So, in conclusion, thanks to the usage of tools introduced in this podcast, it is now possible to understand why and how we designed the innovation Discopera Moinesti. As explained, through the SWOT analysis, the strengths identified are very attractive to tourists. Furthermore, the cultural background and knowledge make the social innovation opportunity feasible. The risks for the implementation of this innovation are, as seen beforehand, present, but the strengths and opportunities can offset the latter and make the implementation feasible, with room for replicability in the nearby municipalities. The TEAS test, as Zoe explained, is reinforcing the statement. We are now at the end of our podcast, and we hope that you liked our innovation idea. Thank you for listening.